بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين
They want to sit here, the ladies تحبوهم تستريحوا
حاجة نعم أنا بحط على عبد السلام
Want to go to the bathroom or?
Assalamualaikum, how are you?
How are you?
Alhamdulillah, thank you.
How's everything?
Alhamdulillah.
إذا من حلب ما شاء الله.
يا أهلا.
أهلا بكم، كيف صحتكم؟ عدنان قباني من لبنان.
أهلا.
قباني من لبنان.
I was at the Islamic University, International Islamic University. I interviewed with Dr. Kamal Hassan and a number of other people. Abdul Hamid Abu Sulaiman was away, who's the rector, so I didn't tape with him, but there were several others, but not with الرحيم قل هو الله احد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا احد الله اكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله احد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا احد الله اكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله احد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا احد الله اكبر سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. إلى حضرة النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وأصحابه الكرام والوحي بين أمهات حضرة المرسلين والصديقيون الفاتحة.
اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. الله أكبر الله أكبر، أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله، أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة، حي على الفلاح، قد قامت الصلاة، قد قامت الصلاة. الله أكبر الله أكبر، لا إله إلا الله. محمد رسول الله.
استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله العظيم الذي لا اله الا هو الحي القيوم واتوب اليه. اللهم انت السلام ومنك السلام، تباركت وتعاليت يا ذا الجلال والاكرام. سمعنا واطعنا غفرانك ربنا واليك المصير. سبحان الله الحمد لله لا اله الا الله والله اكبر، لا حول ولا قوه الا بالله العلي العظيم. اعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وإلهكم إله واحد لا إله إلا هو الرحمن الرحيم. ولا لوم له ولا شفاعة. سبحانك يا عظيم سبحان الله. دائما الحمد لله. تعالى شانه ولا إله غيره. الله أكبر. كبيرا واحدا لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له الملك وله الحمد يحيي ويميت وعلى كل شيء قدير. سبحان ربي العلي الأعلى الوهاب. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الفاتحة.
Yeah, bring it down, Sheikh. They won't get the next up. Slightly spot on. Spot out.
You know my Johnson?
Oh,
Next.
we had the pleasure of
Next all the way up.
being together one after
The other way.
Yeah.
Came to my
We
house.
met this lovely
Yeah.
family.
More.
Yeah, originally from Pakistan.
Yes.
More.
And we got to teach us.
Professor. Yeah, Brooklyn.
No, at UCLA.
But you could just
UCLA,
brought it back
University of
up.
California, Los Angeles.
Yeah. Doctor of medicine.
And gastroenterologist. Digestive.
Surgeon.
No,
That's his face and
diagnostic.
his back.
Specialist in
Someone.
Amrad.
Half a year.
Five, six.
Your brother would do yeah.
It's 5, 6 plus. Just bring it 5, 6 plus, that's fine. This just means we
I think it's fine. It is done in English language for better understanding of the people who live here.
Uniquely knowledgeable.
Weekly, yeah, sure. Inshallah,
Okay.
prayers are helping every day.
Must be there. There will be no time.
They were the bonds over there. I'm getting the, if you spot them out and angle out, I can get the S-stops in there.
You know, doctor?
The S-stops.
Mexico.
In Mexico. Right off Mexico.
That was good in New Mexico.
Santa Fe.
Yes. We were in Abiquiu, Dar es Salaam.
You also to it.
Yeah.
No, I'll turn it down, but to see what he's got.
Beautiful mosque.
No one there. How much is
Maybe
You've been taping all of it too. He was taping there also in New Mexico.
Shall I where I can? This is true.
We'll show you what we got after this.
From the dhikr of Sheikh Hisham in
Yes.
Qadra. I'm slow to edit though. I don't have good facilities like this for editing.
Well, our editing facilities are front. I will show it to you.
Inshallah.
It's a full fledged. So it took us 9 years to build this whole thing.
Yeah, I believe
Because
it.
being in broadcast, you can't do anything but professional work. So.
Yeah.
Okay, ready to go. Could you give us a sound check for you, Dr. Haida?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
A little louder, please.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
Change it to line.
Can I hear it once more?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
Sheikh, would you please?
This is sound check.
Sesinizi duymak için.
Euzubillahimineşşeytanirracim.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Stand by. Stand by. Rolling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Welcome, Sheikh Nazim.
Thank you.
I'm sure a lot of our viewers would like to gain a knowledge from you. And let me start by asking very simple questions about the order or the tariqah or your way of making Islam familiar to this world.
Yeah. And I am asking a question to Doctor. What was the missions of all prophets?
To teach them about knowledge of God and worship of one God, I think, in my basic.
Yes. The missions of all prophets was to call people to their Lord's worshipping, to believe in Him, and to give their high respect for their Lord Almighty Allah, and worshipping and servanthood. And beginning from first man as first prophet, Sayyidina Adam, he was calling people to declare the existence and the unity and to be a witness for the existence and unity of Allah Almighty. And it was a long way from Sayyidina Adam up to the last prophet, the seal of prophets, Sayyidina Muhammad, peace be upon him. And according the prophet's information, the number of prophets, there were 124,000 prophets. And we are believing in all of them that everyone, they were best ones through their times, and all of them clean and pure soul people, connecting to heavenly beings, taking revelations from heavens and guiding people unto their Lord Almighty Allah.
So they had all of them had the same message, is what you're saying.
Mainly their messages on 2 points. One, to declare the existence and the unity of Allah Almighty, then to call them for servanthood to their Lord. And this message just passed through whole prophets, up to the last one, the seal of prophets.
Prophet Muhammad.
Muhammad, Sayyidina Muhammad, peace be upon him. And prophecy, it was like a new moon at the beginning with Sayyidina Adam, and then coming to be much more perfect, becoming more perfect, and reaching with the seal of prophets and going to be a full moon. Therefore, the prophecy or the seal of prophets, Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, was for whole mankind forever, because nothing after full moon someone may expect a perfection.
Correct. There cannot be any better light than the
No,
light of the Prophet.
can't be,
Cannot be. Yes.
can't be, cannot be.
Now, as far as his message, which is the message of the Quran, how does one understand it? Is there a special way of understanding God and also understanding his message through the prophets?
Understanding man or God Almighty Allah, if they are thinking through their minds, it should be easy to know that must be there a creator, because man on himself can do a test about himself. And as when we are looking to mankind through creation, they are most perfect creatures.
You mean the world is a perfect world? Is that what you're saying?
Now, they are on perfection among other creatures.
I see, compared to the other creations.
But even through their perfections and authorities to do anything that they have been granted mind and willpower,
Yes.
but they were looking and seeing that something over our minds, over our understandings, and something out of our wills becoming. So that if anyone going to think on that point, he must say that some unseen, powerful being must be in existence, that one guiding us
So that
to our destinations. And we can't be able to judge on ourselves unless he is judging for ourselves. Therefore, if a person going to think must declare the existence of that one, that through our beliefs we are saying that his name is Allah.
So you're saying two things, as I understand it, that there is the role of thinking or mind, which may lead us to the knowledge of God, but also that intuitively one also knows that there is a God. Am I correct in interpreting what you have just said?
Yes, if mindly thinking, we are going to find, but we can't be able to bring the Creator's divinely attributes as it is. Therefore, we are in need heavenly revelations to teach us. Therefore, the Lord of heavens just sent his prophets to teach, to declare, to inform,
To guide us.
and guide us to his existence.
Right. But now that there will not be any more prophets, and the world as we see it is going away from God, how does one find God
what are the approaches that are available to one, and what is your own teaching that has brought so many followers to listen to you?
Now, in our living in another time of Jahiliyyah, even so many universities, so many science, and I am passing through universities sometimes, and I am saying, this university also, I don't think that they are teaching Allah. Because now in our days, universities, they are not adding heavenly knowledge as a knowledge.
So God is not in the curriculum?
Yeah, that is. They are not accepting to involve through their works, through their lives, a heavenly being. They are so proud, like Nimrods or Pharaohs. They are asking to be God on earth.
Yes.
Therefore they are trying to be tyrants, to be dictators,
Yes.
to say people for them, you are our Lord, you are our God. As said before them, so many foolish heads of mankind, like Pharaohs and Nimrods. Therefore, if in our time, in our days, universities, they are not accepting either.
We will take a short break and we'll come back. I'm sorry to interrupt you. We'll be right back. We have to change the tape.
So quickly finish?
Yes?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
We're back again. I interrupted you. We were discussing what is being taught these days.
Yes. Through any university, I am not seeing that they are adding Torah or Zabur or Bible or Quran, either Old Testament, New Testament or Last Testament, to be taught for the students. They are not accepting that as a knowledge. Therefore, now it is so difficult to do anything on the new generation, because they are learning something against whole holy books.
But why does God have to be taught at the universities?
Universities, they are claiming that they are teaching and guiding people. Where is we are going to teach people? If universities preventing it, saying that it is not real things, it is some imaginations, mysticism, they are saying about whole revelations, they are denying. And if new generation learning this, coming after you, to listen to you, and I am sorry to say that whole Muslim countries on same route, wrong direction.
You mean education within the Muslim countries is also lost?
Lost. Because West, they are following the atheist education. Atheist education, as long as continues on earth, no peace comes on earth.
True.
That is the way of Shaitan, to make people not to believe in the God, in the Lord of heavens, that He creator, creating man and guiding them. Therefore this big trouble bringing.
Now how can we correct this mess? Now the universities are not teaching, the educational institutions, you're already telling me that they are not doing their job. So where does find knowledge, the real knowledge which is based on...
Real knowledge must be through universities. All teaching centers firstly must teach at the beginning, preliminary teaching must be on the beliefs for everyone, to establish every education of education on a strong faith. They are building, establishing their knowledge on what he's saying, atheist principles. How that one should be a believer or faith people?
But you see, knowledge has become an end in itself now, and therefore man thinks that he is the master of his destiny. What comments do you have on that?
What is that?
Man feels that he is in charge because he knows so much of science, so much of...
Science, they are knowing how flying, how ant running, how elephant, how so lightly running, such a things. They are knowledge that belongs to heavens, belongs to destination, real destination of mankind. Not how lion hunting, how deers running away, how televisions showing, how computers working. It is not knowledge. Knowledge about yourself. Man arifa nafsah, faqad arifa rabbah.
Well, let us talk then about marifa. What is
Marifa? We haven't any foundation to build on it. Marifa needs something before.
What is marifa for those who don't know?
Marifatullah.
Knowledge of God.
To know,
God.
to accept that there is a God who created universe, who created man and landed them on this planet for a period.
So how does that knowledge come? Where does one acquire that knowledge?
As we said about it that such a knowledge, they need heavenly revelations.
Of course.
Because people can't be able to think and to find it. If it was possible through thinking to find something, then the Lord of Heavens, He is not in need to send prophets and no messages, no messengers.
Of course, yes. So now we know that all the messages have come, all the prophets have come and gone. There is no prophet coming, there is no more message coming.
I said to you that prophecy beginning as a crescent and finishing, ending through the last prophet as a full moon. If they are looking after what he brought, it is enough for mankind to guide them to their destinations.
Of course. So now that you have pointed out that there is a source of knowledge already there for man to use, the difficulty, it seems to me, is that man is not able to use that knowledge for some reason. Whether it is the university training or learning which is taking him away from God. And now that universities are not teaching, there has to be a role by other people, other institutions. What are the various ways that one can approach this problem?
Oh, doctor, it is so weak way. If universities, that they are taking whole generation, teaching them in atheistic directions, what you can do through mosques, you are bringing 7, 8, 30, 40 small ones, teaching Quran, saying them, آمنت بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله واليوم الآخر وبالقدر خير وشر من الله تعالى. This is when they are going to university, that disappears. Governments, whole governments, they must live the way of atheist education, or the Lord of Heavens should punish them. US beginning, because they are claiming they are boss of the world. If they are boss of the world, they must live the way of atheist education. And I am sorry to say that your president putting his hand on Holy Bible when he is coming to make a
inaugural speech, swearing in.
Swearing.
Right.
Why? He believing in Bible and through their schools, atheist education. For what this?
Well, I think that your criticism of the modern education is very valid, and there are a lot of people in this country who feel that way also. But I think what I'm trying to also get from you is your own direction, the road that you have taken, the way you are leading your people. I want to hear about that.
You are a doctor. Yes. Are you saying to your students any time about Allah for this body?
I do my best. I'll not tell you what I tell them, but I do.
You can't do. You can't say.
Yes.
That's a university. They are saying, what is that? Here is church or temple. They should say to you, go temple. If you are asking to say anything for Allah, for the Creator, go temple and make your advice there. Don't say anything on the students. They should say to you.
Well,
Now I am coming to my aspect. I am a weak servant, but I have been ordered, as everyone has been ordered, to be good one in himself and good one for others. And as my weakness, I am trying to call people to their Lord's worshipping. But what we can do, you must think a huge desert, and through that huge desert you may find a oasis.
Oasis, yes.
As much as there is a water going to be green a little bit, a piece of land,
Yes.
but it is not enough to bring green to whole desert. What I am doing, it is only a well, small well. I am taking and putting around myself a few plants and to be a green oasis. If anyone through deserts, they are fed up from deserts and tired and what's saying,
And looking for
depressions,
right.
depressed people to come and to rest. A free rest place. That is my effort only, nothing else. I can't do more than this, and no one can do. There is perhaps hundreds oases, but 100 oases, that means 100 wells, can't give to a huge desert life and green. Therefore I am looking that there is a heavenly promise. When the last day approaching, the Lord of heavens should involve for his servants to guide them. With that hope, we are patient and looking. And as Prophet saying, the seal of prophets, peace be upon him, intizarul faraji ibadah, to look after good days. It is a kind of worshipping.
Right. Now, to take this further, since these people are coming to your oasis, people like me, people who are tired, people who want to come.
Free tea. Free.
I'm sure your hospitality is more than that.
Breakfast. Sometimes brunch. Sometimes curry. Sometimes dry rice. Sometimes chicken, fish and rice.
But
everything you can find.
But as the saying goes, man should not live by bread alone. So I'm sure it goes beyond that. It goes beyond food. And I'm asking...
If people coming with their horses, if you are not giving something to eat, they are escaping.
That's right.
Allah, beyond beyond food and drinks, but we are men, we are not God. We must eat and drink, therefore they are happy to be with me.
But I think that isn't the only source of happiness that they are with you for. There is probably other reasons.
Must be.
Yes.
Because they may find everywhere eating and drinking, but when they are coming to a holy place, they should find another barakah. They are saying barakah, blessings. Blessings, food and drinks, making them more happy. and happiness coming from inside, not from outside.
But what specific examples, what specific advice, what specific ways?
For me,
Right, that's
I am using as much as possible my tolerance. And
that was the way of the Prophet also.
it is not, yes, it is not from me, but Prophet was saying, يَسِّرُوا وَلَا تُعَسِّرُوا بَشِّرُوا وَلَا تُنَفِّرُوا. Therefore, this time, whom they are using that order from Prophet, they should be successful. I am looking hundreds of center of da'was, no one coming to them to say Shahada. But when I am walking, hundreds of people coming to Islam. Because I am using what Prophet said, Yassiru, make it easy. Make the entrance of paradise too wide. Why making like this? They are making so narrow, if anyone a little bit, what is this?
Little fat or little...
Little fat, they are not opening too much that door,
Right.
and you must come like this, I can't pass.
So
They are making so narrow the entrance of paradise. Yahoo, you are not Allah. Leave that paradise open to be open.
for everyone.
East and west, whom people let them in comes in.
That is up to him.
It is going to be less His mercy, His blessings.
Yes.
He grant to you Iman, may grant to them Iman.
Yes.
Use that tolerance. But people, they are so tough.
Well, we'll come back after this.
Yeah. Yes.
Talk to that.
Since 50 years.
That is...
Since 50 years, I am following this way.
Let's cut. Sorry. My tape has 1 minute.
so well, if you change the other tape also.
Yeah, we'll just change it.
We don't want to interrupt. We'll keep going 20 minutes. Yeah, definitely.
Given miracles,
Of course, yes.
mujizatun, bahiratun, balighat.
Of course.
And for his nation, for his ummah, whom they are following him step by step, that power that granted Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, stepping through them also.
You mean to say that that miraculous power which was given to the prophets was also transferred to the real believers
Yes.
in that community?
Must be.
I see.
If no, the real faith can't reach to ourselves.
But you do not mean miracles for the believers in the sense of a miracle that is. Do you mean it allegorically? Do you mean it by way of?
If I'm not mean to say that a miracle to walk on water,
right.
to fly on the sky, planes flying,
Right.
and men flying in it,
Mm-hmm.
and submarines
And the sea.
under sea, swimming, going, and man in it also. On the sea, men also with ships, vessels may go. Therefore, it is not important such a things through real believers.
You mean these scientific miracles are also a part of God's revelation to mankind?
For guiding,
Yes.
because guidance must continue up to end of the world. As Prophet he said, لا تزال طائفة من أمتي ظاهرين على الحق حتى تقوم الساعة. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam informing that such a people whom on their haq is stepping must be up to end of the world. Those people carrying also spiritual powers. But now in our days they are hidden.
You mean to say that then there are, as I see it through your discussion, I see that there are people who have the knowledge in bigger amounts, and then there are those of us who have very little knowledge or no knowledge. Are you saying that those who have the knowledge are hidden?
We are speaking on knowledge, and we are saying real knowledge through revelations from heavens. Who had some knowledge, as Holy Quran saying that when Nabi Sulaiman, that other people they are saying King Solomon, when he asked to bring the throne of Belkis, his wazir, his minister, Quran saying, who had been given a knowledge from book, with that knowledge that belongs to heavens, he brought her throne in a blink of eye in front of.
Yes, when God says.
Yes, that is some power.
Yes.
If given the minister of Sulaiman, peace be upon him, it is not difficult for Allah to give same power to someone from the Ummah of beloved and praised Muhammad, peace be upon him. And that power already among Ummah, but only the reason that these signs must appear.
So then there are people with knowledge who
divinely knowledge, heavenly knowledge people, they are in existence yet up to end of the world.
Yes. So now, taking that further, you who happen to have started a process of defining or at least pointing the way for a lot of people, and I see some of your followers here, you started 50 years back, and you started in Cyprus, and then would you like to tell us from your own experience as to what really made you do that?
I started through Damascus.
I see.
Which that is a ancient and one of most holiest cities in Islam.
Of course, even in Christianity, Saul on the way to Damascus, the scales fell off his eyes and he saw, according to the Christian Bible. So that was.
Therefore, if anyone asking some spiritual powers, spiritual power people, you can find through Damascus easily. And I found that one.
Who did you find and what happened? I mean, this is quite interesting for me.
He found me.
Sure. Yes.
Because everyone just chose for some purposes. And I was one of that ones who chose for this way.
So he found you and you didn't know about him?
No.
How did you?
Because they are Sahibu Kashfin. They have opening to know about destinations of people through their miraculous powers.
Through their contemplation and meditation.
And they may
hook you in.
Yes. Hook people. So many people from East, from Far East, from Far West.
Yes.
Hooked and coming.
Yes.
I have big enough hopes.
Well, it's very obvious. But I'm talking about your own process of getting hooked. I'm going back to that. So this person recognized you and hooked you in.
Yes.
And then how long were you there and what happened then?
Oh, I was with him 40 years.
So what was his name? And
His name was Sheikh Abdullah Dagestani.
Dagestani, yes.
Dagestani.
Yes.
One of the great masters
Mm-hmm.
of mankind
Mm-hmm.
in our days.
Yes.
And by divinely blessings, I reached to him.
Did you have some sort of an inkling, a dream, or anything that led you towards him? Why did you leave Cyprus? Why did you go to Damascus?
No need dreams, but without dreams, they may catch, they may train, they may give permission, and they are powers going through that ones whom they are choosing him.
Right. So you were with him for 40 years, and then after that you stepped out to carry the mission forward.
When he passed away,
Yes.
he ordered to me, by the order of Holy Prophet, to call people
Yes.
and to guide people as much as possible.
I see. So then you were in Damascus, and then what was your next step after that?
Next step, to learn and to train and to teach and to train.
To teach what and to train what?
Teaching people what they have in need to know, and then to make them to step according to their knowledge, to their destinations through heavens.
So what really you have been doing is to give them.
I am only looking to them.
Yes.
If I am looking, sometimes my looking is enough,
Yes.
without speaking.
So you have that communication, that ability to communicate with them is what.
Yes.
I see.
I am in contact with heavenly powers, time by time. When they are opening, it is okay.
Yes. Now when you say that you are in contact with heavenly powers, you are not talking about getting a wahi or
No,
getting a-
wahi, that's finished.
Yes.
But it is communication with the spiritual power running from Prophet to the household, believers and awliyas.
Yes. Now, when you say awliyas, what is your definition of awliyas for the viewers who don't know anything about this? Who are these awliyas?
ألا إن أولياء الله لا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون. That is Holy Quran.
Yes.
You must know.
Yes, I.
Why you are going to be not knowing about
No,
that?
I think my saying that will not really help the viewers. The viewers you are the Sheikh, they would like to hear from you, not from me. I am just.
If a person believing in Holy Quran, then and what is mentioned through Holy Quran, they must believe in him, in that. And Prophet Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, just he granted from the nur that came to him through revelations, to his Sahaba, to his companions, and after companions, they are in contact and coming, their communication to others, tabi'in, tabi'i tabi'in, so that up to date, yet must be
The process continues.
power centers for Ummah.
Now,
Not be cut down.
yes. Now, so you started to teach the people at that time in Damascus, but after that, there has been a progress over the course of the last 30, 40 years of your teaching. Could you tell us a little bit about that? What happened from Damascus? Where did you go? Or what?
I after Damascus, I have been in several places, in several countries. About 50 years, I am always traveling. more than 1 week I am not sleeping in the same place. I am always traveling. Sayyah.
Yes, of course.
Sayyah.
Yes.
Up to date. Firstly, I was in Syria, in Lebanon, in Jordan, in Cyprus, in Turkey, then coming and opening for Western countries, and before 7, 8 years ago, an opening to Far East,
Where in Far East?
Malaysia,
Malaysia.
Pakistan, Brunei, Sri Lanka, up to there, Brunei. And before 2 years ago, my son-in-law, he was here, and they invited me to come.
Yes.
And before we have so many followers, then I am going to be in London for occasion of Holy Ramadan. They are coming from here to pray with me, Tarawih, and fasting with me
At the Peckham Mosque.
at the
Yes.
second mosque,
Right.
and Shakal Lane also.
Yes. Yes.
And they were inviting me too much, but I always was refusing to come too long distance. But finally, when Allah Almighty giving His orders, must be done. Therefore, before 2 years ago, I first coming and visiting US, and I was thinking not to come once again, but another occasion that my son-in-law, Sheikh Hisham, he bought a center, a good center in Michigan,
And you come for
and he asked for an opening. That is the reason, another
Right.
occasion to come here.
We'll take a break and we'll be back. Next day. Now we'll talk about your teaching.
When you say when you take a break, just
Okay.
please.
So
Here in America, the Wahhabi, they have made people to understand that there is no one with a power. spiritual.
I'm going to go back now and talk about a little bit about what is Sufism.
This must be about four mazahib, that we are
Okay.
following four mazahib. They don't know anything about mazahib, about Hanafi or Shafi'i or Maliki, and about
We will talk about Sufism and try to explain that. And I'll ask some of the misunderstandings that the Wahhabi.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
We're back again. Now you were telling me that you have a following in so many different countries. There must be a reason why. How many followers do you have presently, or how many people follow what you teach?
You are saying that I am traveling to many countries, and traveling, everyone must know that it is the sunnah of all prophets, and I am stepping on their sunnah.
Their way. Right.
Yes. People, difficult to reach them, but it is easy for them to reach to people by traveling.
By traveling, yes.
Therefore, we are using the way of prophets whom they travel, and I am traveling.
Yes. So approximately how many followers or how many people are...
I haven't a computer for adding.
But surely you have a guess of 5,000, 10,000, 15,000.
I never had a hisab makinası.
Oh, you haven't got calculator.
No calculator.
I see.
Therefore, I don't know.
All right.
And it is not important for me to add them.
No, but the reason I was asking is if there are 10,000 or 15,000 and there is still a progressive growth in the followers, I'm asking you why are they coming to you?
Growing.
Yes.
Year by year, they are growing, increasing, increasing. And I hope that I should reach millions of people
Inshallah.
to catch them, to save them from devils.
Now, what makes your teaching interesting to them?
Because I'm making them to be happy, to be hopeful, to be enjoyable.
Hopeful of what?
Hopeful
Hopeful of what? What
for
do they?
eternal life.
For eternal life. I see.
If no eternal life, what is hope for man?
I see.
Every day they are using their hope,
Mhm.
but we are giving hope, not hope.
Yeah.
The iman of eternal life, to believe.
So what you're saying then is that by strengthening their belief,
Yes,
they become hopeful.
yes,
That is the process. Am I
yes.
correct?
We are going to make more strength for them through their faith. That means yaqeen.
Yaqeen, yes.
Yaqeen,
Mhm.
certainty.
Right. Certitude, certainty.
Certainty,
Certitude, yes.
certainty.
Right.
Good word. Thank you. I'm good.
Now, in these processes of teaching, do you personally sit with them? What is the kind of interaction? What do you teach them? How, if someone totally new comes to you and says, Sheikh Nazim, I'm here, what do I do now? What do you tell him?
We are using the way of seal of prophets.
Yes.
So upon him, as he began from making people to say La ilaha illallah, and no more else.
There is no God but God. So,
And they are coming, sitting, like that one, sitting. I'm not saying anything. Another coming and sitting. They are
just listen.
hearing and listening. They are balancing. And sometimes I am using my attractive power on them, and then their hearts beginning to ask more and to come. And then before 3 nights ago, I was in San Francisco. One reverend came, church priest,
Official, yes.
coming and sitting. 40 minutes, an association. He was so happy. Second night, he is coming another mosque, Haqqani mosque, sitting. At the end, he is coming and saying, I am asking to say Shahada. And one priest is more important than 100 common people.
You really think so?
Yes,
Why?
because they are learned people and they are practicing their religion. And when Haqq is going to appear, they are saying you are all right. And it needs some power.
Yes.
Not every ordinary scholar may do that.
Yes.
No.
Right.
So ordinary scholars, they are not knowing from where they should begin.
Yes. So I think this is a question of application of knowledge. How does one apply the knowledge? The scholar may have knowledge, but he may not be able to apply it.
Okay.
Yes.
Cut for 1 second, I'm sorry. We need to get those kids out because I can hear them.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Well, 3, 2, 1.
Now, we were talking of knowledge and acquisition of knowledge first and application of knowledge. Am I correct? Now, in that dimension, in that sense, Sufism from the early days of Islam has followed a certain way and has also gotten a certain kind of reputation historically. What is Sufism? How is it different from...
Sufism, that is main purpose of religion. Sufism, that is purification of mankind. But it is a term that it was in the time of Prophet, but no named, but after his time named as a Sufism. That is the way of purification of souls.
So the Prophet himself was a Sufi without calling himself a Sufi?
No need to say.
Right.
But to understand as a knowledge through every branches, at the time of Aristotle, medicine is all in one book.
Right.
But now, so many branches. Therefore, no any money, no.
So there are many ways to approach knowledge.
Yes, it is not prohibited to be said Sufism, to use as a
The means of discovering. But
Tazkiyat al-Nafs. Tazkiyat al-Nafs, that is Sufism.
That's an understanding of
Yes.
self.
How you are going to make a tazkiyah for your nafs, that your nafs is al-nafs, inna al-nafsa la'ammaratun bis-su'. Everyone's nafs, that Allah Almighty giving that description, ammaratun bis-su', ordering with worse things. How you can be able to make a tazkiyah on it?
Now, talking of nafs now, what kind of nafs are we talking about? Are there other kinds of nafs besides nafs ammara or?
Mostly, everyone, they have nafs al-ammara from bis-su'.
So how do you translate that?
Translate?
How does one understand it?
Everyone has, through himself, good desires and bad desires. Good desires from their souls, bad desires from their bad egos.
I see. So then what happens in this process of purification is that you try to leave the bad desires of ego. Am I correct? Or is that a process?
You must, because Sharia making it clear. قد أفلح من تزكى وذكر اسم ربه فصلى بل تؤثرون الحياة الدنيا والآخرة خير وأبقى إن هذا لفي الصحف الأولى صحف إبراهيم وموسى. These verses just clearing everything for those who are asking a purification through themselves. The way of purification. You must make tazkiyatun nafs.
So you should first take account of yourself.
Yes. And Prophet then he did for his sahabas, whose sahabas tazakka.
His companions.
Yes. And we must try through their ways to make same tazkiyah, same purification.
So now the message seems quite clear, at least from the perspective of
it is going to be clear.
But how necessary it is, an often leveled criticism against the Sufis historically has been that they have accepted a concept of pantheism, or they've seen God everywhere, and they have deviated or gone away from the Sharia in preference to a tariqah.
Now, do think that non-Muslims, they are saying against Holy Prophet, harming him and his mission? Because they are not knowing, they are jahil. Those people who are against Sufi ways, they are also against Sufi ways, because if a person not knowing something, going to be enemy for it.
Right. Ignorance breeds.
Ignorance, bringing them to be against Sufism.
Yes. So then you're saying, please.
You said that Sufi looking everywhere to Allah. And Holy Quran saying, وَهُوَ مَعَكُمْ أَيْنَمَا كُنْتُمْ. And Holy Quran saying, أَيْنَمَا تُوَلُّوا فَثَمَّ وَجْهُ اللَّهِ. Those mostly objecting people, I am sorry to say, but they are Arabs. And then they must understand what is the meaning, أَيْنَمَا تُوَلُّوا فَثَمَّ وَجْهُ اللَّهِ, or وَهُوَ مَعَكُمْ أَيْنَمَا كُنْتُمْ.
What does it mean to you, so that we will explain it to our viewers? What does it mean to you?
A man must know that he has been created by his Lord Almighty Allah, and he only one controlling him.
God is.
No one can control himself. Whole control in the hands of Allah Almighty. We have been given a short willpower. It is only for us. But iradatun kulli, whole willpower, for the only one, for Allah. And He is leading people, guiding people. Therefore, we believe that if He is not with us, He can't be in existence. His power, we are not speaking on Zat. Zat means His essence, divine essence. We are not speaking on it. No.
Speaking of attributes.
No one can say this. No. We are only speaking on His divine attributes, divinely holy names, and His af'al, actings. We are not speaking on essence. That is ghaibun mutlaq. No one knows about that. We are only speaking that Allah Almighty's power must be with you. His will must be with you, so that you may be in existence. If He is taking His power, no more doctor here. If He is taking His power from whole universe, no more universes in existence disappears. Therefore, when He is saying, to say, إِنَّمَا أَمْرُهُ إِذَا أَرَادَ شَيْئًا أَنْ يَقُولَ لَهُ كُنْ فَيَكُونُ. Kun, come in existence, may come thousands of universes like this. When He's saying, go away, disappear, disappears without reaching cap to noon.
Of course, yes.
Therefore we are saying, when Allah with us, don't think that like you coming to be with me in me. No hulul in Islam. But His power with us, His knowledge with us, His will with us, and we are standing in existence. We must believe that He is with us through His powers, through His will, through His knowledge. He is knowing where we are, us, what we are doing, what is going to be.
Now you said no hulul, but yet in the history there have been instances of an attack, or there have been times where the Sufis...
And what you should say, an al-batil, do you think to say? Allah? I am batil, and al-batil.
No, I'm asking
And
you.
al-haq.
Yes, of course, but
When we are saying, say haq, what do you mean?
yes. No, I'm
Haq, to be on haq way.
So it wasn't hulul, or it wasn't.
Not
really
hulul, can't be hulul,
Right.
because Allah Almighty is not jism, is not a material thing. How it can be hulul?
Yes.
But we are saying that His power through everything, from inside and outside, through atoms, inside and outside,
Yes.
everything, He must be muhit, covering everything from inside and outside.
Now that brings me to the next question that is often pointed out as far as Sufism. Now you said about his powers. Now it seems to me that everything you're saying is predestined for man. Is that the way that everyone should believe?
Yes, must believe what we are saying. It is
Everything
Ahl
is
Sunnah wal Jama'ah beliefs. I am not getting out from that aqidah, from that beliefs.
Yes.
Can't be.
That is that everything is predestined and man really has no real sort of power or near.
Predestined.
Yes.
خيره وشره من الله تعالى. We must believe that predestined and programmed.
I see.
He programmed. Without his programming, can't be anything.
Yes.
He programmed that we must be here.
Right, but when you say that, people will understand that if it is all programmed, why should one struggle?
Not the struggle. Say to them, sit down.
No, struggle meaning to from the Quranic concept for actively intervening on, say, Amr bil Maruf.
They know what program for themselves they are doing. If you knowing what program for yourself, no responsibility. But you don't know. He knows.
So then the responsibility is not ours either.
Responsibility for us, because we have will to do this or to do that.
Yes.
You make choice. If choice for us, we have a responsibility. If no choice, like animals, no responsibility. Anyone from mankind refusing responsibility, he should be with animals and no responsibility. They should go as they like.
Well, thank you very much. We have had a...
Anything else? Up to morning.
Oh, we shall go on.
Okay. You want to do a closing? Thank you?
Yes.
You know, we think.
Yes.
I'm rolling.
We're rolling. If you thank him, you know, so.
All right.
Okay, we're rolling.
Well, I really want to thank you most sincerely for being with us. I'm sure our viewers will enjoy this. And please come back and visit with us and include all of us in your blessings.
Thank you that you are giving from your time for me and giving me a chance to address through your TV to my Lord's servants. Happy.
Thank
May Allah blessings you and who listening and accepting what you are saying. May Allah forgive us.
Amen.
I am not claiming to be anything except I am a humble servant. Thank you.
نصلي هنا مولانا المغرب
Petrol the sun?
قريب العشاء مولانا.
Huh?
Zeker zeer mooi.
Look, ya hope.
Ja.
Allah.
Are we going to hear like
We
a...
hebben het samen.
أعلم أنه لا إله
إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله
لا إله إلا الله
لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله عليه صلاة الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله عليه صلاة الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله عليه صلاة الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله عليه صلاة الله لا إله إلا الله محمد حبيب الله عليه صلاة الله لا إله إلا الله محمد حبيب الله عليه صلاة الله لا إله إلا الله محمد حبيب الله عليه صلاة الله لا إله إلا الله محمد نبي الله عليه صلاة الله لا إله إلا الله محمد نبي الله عليه صلاة الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله عليه صلاة الله وسلامه الله حق 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 الله حي 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 يا قيوم 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 حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وسلم 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 صل يا ربي وسلم على جميع الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى كل أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين على أشرف العالمين سيدنا محمد الصلوات على أفضل العالمين سيدنا محمد الصلوات على أكمل العالمين سيدنا محمد الصلوات صلوات الله تعالى وملائكته وأنبيائه ورسله وجميع خلقه على محمد وعلى آل محمد عليه وعليهم السلام ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته ورضي الله تبارك وتعالى عن ساداتنا أصحاب رسول الله أجمعين عن التابعين بهم بإحسان وعن الأئمة المجتهدين الماضين وعن العلماء المتقين وعن الأولياء الصالحين وعن مشايخنا في الطريقة النقشبندية العالية قدس الله تعالى أرواحهم الزكية ونور الله تعالى أضرحتهم المباركة أعاد الله تعالى علينا من بركاتهم وفيوضاتهم دائما. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الفاتحة. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم آمين. إلى شرف النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى أصحابه الكرام إخواني من الأنبياء والمرسلين خدماء شرائعهم إلى أرواح أئمة الأرواح إلى أرواح مشايخنا في الطريقة النقشبندية العالية خاصة إلى روح إمام الطريقة الربط الطريقة خواجة بهاء الدين نقشبندي المؤسسي البخاري حضرة شيخنا سلطان الأولياء عبد الله بن الإسلام عبد القادر الجواني صديقيون. الفاتحة. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.